Hello, my name is Gaia Salvia Repentina, known mundanely as Erin.whitt.hilker, and today we will be making Roman drop earrings. Let's actually show that. My apologies for not knowing what I'm doing right now, but we are all doing some things for the first time this year. So, oh, wonderful. We're going to be making a modern version of one of these. You can see here that there is a disc in the front and a pendant with a gold ball and an ornamented pin underneath it. There's a series of these. These are all from the Met, but each of these is a different earring. So we have at least 3 full sets, perhaps more. I wasn't able to find a disc quite like this, but I found something close, and that's what I will be using. Now, you also can be using these. Let's see. How do I get back? Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Zoom, where'd you go? There we go. There it is. Woo! All right. Okay, so we'll be making those earrings, and I gotta pick a camera to look at. Oh, down here, the boob cam. It's not really a boob cam. It's so that you can see exactly what I'm working on and get a close up of my hands. So let's see, we've seen the original, and then I'm gonna show you, if you would like to craft along with me, I am hosting an event on Facebook via Facebook Live that you can join me and we can craft together. It looks like this. Boop. All right. So here on Facebook, Roman earring craft along class, gold drops. It is Wednesday, August 5th. It starts at 6. I don't know if it'll take a whole 2 hours. It probably won't. But if you have a whole lot of questions or will be late, I wanted to leave time for everyone for that. So it's late enough so that if you have to work 9 to 5, you should still be able to make it. And so you can either start earlier with this video, or you can wait to the class entirely, or you can start earlier, and if you hit a point that you're confused about, you can come and ask questions. Now, for materials, I have a number of kits. This is a full kit. I have 8 full kits, and I have about 12 partial kits if you have metal sensitivities or hooks that you would prefer using. If you go to that Facebook event and comment that you would like to join that class, I will message you. You can give me your address and I will mail you this kit. I will just mail it to you. And then you will have all the equipment or all the materials to make this. Now, I can't mail you equipment. That's a bit much. What you will need are some snippers. Snip, snip. Don't have to be okay, I'm gonna need different ones. These are kind of broken. One moment. My good snips. a good snips. So you're gonna need snips. Gonna need some needle nose pliers to, grip things with. But what is very, very important is having a pair of round nose pliers. So you will notice they are needle nose pliers. Okay, that was too close. There we go. But they are round. They are round for making, where is the focus on this? They're round for making loops around. And that's going to be how we make the dangly parts. This is a big intermediate class, so hopefully you've made a few basic wrapped pendants or semi-wrapped pendants, not like the fancy wrapped ones, but like put it on a pin, make a loop, wrap it off, snip, that thing. So we're going to be doing that. Show you how, if you haven't done it before. But if you haven't done it before, maybe practice on some other pins before you do the final set. And if you contact me about it, I can give you some extra pins to practice on. Not the fancy ones. I don't have that many fancy ones, but I can give you some non-fancy ones to play with. Alrighty then. We looked at the original. We looked at the Facebook event. Let's look at our materials. So what I've got and what I'll send you is a bag that will hopefully cause you less trouble than me. Welcome all to watch Salvia be bested by a small plastic bag. Okay. Come on. There we go. See, these pliers are super handy. So yeah, our list is super simple. We've got two, these are kidney hooks, but I like them because they have a little round bloop in the front here. See that little shield? It is the smallest thing, but it is the closest thing to those nice disc fronts that we saw. These are head pins. They are head pins with a large ornamental head. And these are big round gold tone rounds. So bloop. And then we've got so much of our drops set up. These are super, super basic, but conveniently, they were also very popular in Rome, so we can make them. Let's see, I think we're about ready to start. We're about ready to start. Let's pop back and look at our originals so that we know what we are making. All right, so I think it's this one here that looks the most like the kidney hooks. So we're going to putting the bead on our head pin, giving it just a little bit of pendant length, wrapping it twice, as you can see. I don't actually think we can make a double loop with the kidney hook we have, but if you want to use a different style of hook, maybe you can do the double wrap. And that's if you were going to use a different style of hook, so you could do the double wrap, or so you could use something that's more in line with any metal sensitivities you might have. Just get the partial kit and use whatever hook style you like. And then so after we make that circle, we then wrap it around the neck of the pendant and snip it off. All right. There we go. So one of the most, let me see. We can assemble them together. Or yeah, these kidney hooks have a small, they have a small incision where you can open the ring at the bottom of the kidney hook. So we could open that and try and close it back around the top of our pendant loop, but this is small and I suspect it to be very brittle. So if you are capable of just assembling it all in one piece, I recommend that. So we're going to take our friends, the needle nose pliers, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a neck there. Just going to go, let me see if I can get the right angle. Going to go, boop. So we're making an angle right there. Okay. I did not expect it to be so unfocused. I think it'll a bit more in focus there. So once you have it angled off to the side, let's see, I should probably make it a little bit smaller. These needle nose pliers, or sorry, these round nose needle nose pliers are what will keep that circle shape as as we make our loop. So then, see, I've taken it off and we've got this something dark put behind this piece of fabric. So you see I have a partial loop going on. So now I'm going to take these and slide them in so that I'm supporting that ring. And we're going to come down underneath. I gave myself too much dangle space, I think, for the size of this, but we'll be fine. All right, one moment. One of my cameras is running low on battery. That's not what anybody needs right now. All right, cool, wonderful, great. Fine, okay, where were we? All right, making the first dangly thing. Now this is where, so we've got this little loop friend, about to close it. So this is where we want to add our kidney hook. If you've never used them before, they supposedly are supposed to be shaped like kidneys, but I've not actually seen a whole lot of kidneys, so I can't vouch for that personally. All right, now we've got this loop here. This is where I like to use these flat needle nose pliers. So they theoretically have these cutty bits that, in the back here, but on this side they're smooth and flat. And so that's why I can hold this loop nice and securely. Actually, how about I put the kidney on the other side? Come on, friend. All right, let's see, boo. There we go. So, wow, not better. Okay. So you can see how I've got the pliers on. No, I don't think I can zoom. Okay. We have got the pliers holding the loop. There we go. Holding the loop steady so that we don't shrink that loop, and the hook is over here on that side, and we're going to use this. Now you can use another pair of pliers to grip this. I don't always, but maybe I will today. And now, okay, all of you sit over there. We're all in timeout. Never mind. All right. Now we wrap these. I have not done this in about 3 years because my hands haven't been super cooperative since then. I misjudged the length of this a bit, but as long as you don't misjudge the length of this, we're good. Now I'm just wrapping in that end, and I could cut it off here, but it's not quite, don't be like that. I want to use as much of it as I can because I gave it too long of a neck. I think I will just snip off the very end. There we go. All right. That is too long of a neck. I will make the other one different and remake this one later. So let's see, where are you? Boop, boop, boop. So I've got boop, boop, boop. The hook, turn it sideways, the hook, the dangle, the part that is just too long, our round ball, and our head pin. So there we go. I could insulate that a bit, but let's do the other one. Maybe I can pause. Can I pause? Yes. All right, one moment. All right, and we're back. We're going to make the second one. So again, pin, ball, ball on pin. I'm gonna use this to estimate. We want a couple millimeters, no more than that. So see, just a wee bit. Boop, boop, boop. Just a wee bit. Everything here is light. Oh well. Thank you, Zoom. All right. We angle it. Just like we did last time. Angle. Fantastic. I'm gonna make a smaller loop. The other one was easier to see, but added a degree of length that I didn't like. Switch it onto the lower half, cross over. Now we pause. Almost finished that. Just out of habit. Slide our hook on there. Oh, come on. It's a round and twisty. Just get on there. Come on, friend. Don't be like this. Get on the thing. All right, let's open this. Wrapped it too close. Boop, there we go. Got it. Again, I'll need to straighten that a little bit. It's all right. What's most important is that it is round. And then we wrap that off. In my way. Let's hold that nice and flat. Now, to be fair, the 2 pliers method lets your wraps be more precise, which I am not always. But things get away from you, you can always cinch them up a bit. Okay, I bent something and now it's very hard to hold. What did I do? That looks better. If you're not enjoying this, I can recommend the work of a friend of mine, Rachel, or Lady Safonaba, who makes wonderful, wonderful Roman jewelry. She made this wonderful piece that I'm wearing here, and her wraps are fantastic. But I figure for things that are this simple, we can have the fun of making a pair ourselves. They'd also make really nice favors. I'm gonna just leave that as is. Wrap that up. Come on. I think I can we just not fit another one in there? All right, I'm gonna wrap this around a little wider because the hole in the metal bead is a little thick. It's a little chunky. I want it to not slide up. Come on. Come on. Not as bad as good as that's gonna get within that space anyway. All right, so I'll be posting a picture of the finished pair on our Facebook event, since this camera down here is not very well focused. And I will remake the one that I feel is too long. Again, we have these 2 drops. They will be all like ding, ding, ding. Very cute. Let's look at those originals again. So you see the discs here are much larger, but they just don't sell those. And we have these fancy pins. Now the heads of these head pins are a bit larger, but that's because the holes in these metal beads are much, much larger. You'll see them when you get them. They're vast. And so that's why I got a much larger head pin to sit underneath them. All right, and that is how we make these Roman gold drops. If this was confusing or you have questions or simply want to be able to make them along with other people as if we were all in person in a humid, sweaty tent in a field in Pennsylvania, then you can join us for our Facebook Live and craft along with us. All right. Thank you so much and have a good one.